So I'm sitting in my apartment right now, the one my dad said I'd never be able to afford, and I just ordered lunch without checking my bank account first. Wild, right? 6 months ago, I was eating ramen in my childhood bedroom while my dad lectured me about real careers, but I'm getting ahead of myself. This whole thing started 2 years ago. August 2023, Tuesday afternoon specifically. I was 23, working part-time at Target, scrolling through Reddit during my lunch break in my car. Windows down because the AC was broken and it was 94 degrees outside. My shirt was sticking to the seat. That's when I saw this post about someone making 6 figures doing freelance video editing. Just making product videos for Amazon listings. I mean, I'd been editing videos since high school. Gaming montages mostly. Some YouTube stuff that went nowhere. Had about 400 subscribers. My setup was decent. Nothing fancy, but I knew Premiere Pro inside and out. Spent more time watching tutorials than honestly doing anything productive. My dad hated it. Called it playing on the computer. Here's the thing about my dad. He's a mechanical engineer. Worked for the same company for 28 years. Pension, benefits, the whole deal. To him, a real job meant showing up somewhere, staying for 30 years, retiring with a watch. Anything else? Not a career. A hobby. So when I told him at dinner that Wednesday, my mom's spaghetti night, garlic bread still warm, that I was thinking about trying freelance video editing, he literally laughed. Not a chuckle. A full, incredulous laugh. "You're wasting your time," he said. Put his fork down. Made eye contact. "You need a real job, benefits, stability, not internet stuff." My mom squeezed my hand under the table. She didn't say anything, but I felt it. That's her move. Silent support. "People make actual money doing this, Dad," I said. My voice cracked a little. I was still living at home, so I didn't exactly have leverage here. "Sure they do," he said. "And people win the lottery. Are you going to buy lottery tickets for a living too?" Looking back, I should have just dropped it. But something in me, spite maybe, hope, wouldn't let it go. I spent the next 3 days researching. Like obsessively. Upwork, Fiverr, people's income breakdowns on YouTube, Reddit threads about freelancing. There was this one guy, UWatch product video guy, who'd posted his entire first-year journey. Made $87K his first year. Started from 0 clients. The catch? He worked 70-hour weeks initially. Reached out to 50 businesses a day. Got rejected constantly. His success rate was like 2%. But that 2% built momentum. I made a spreadsheet. Projected income, expenses, timeline to profitability. Typical type A overthinking, but whatever. It actually looked possible. If I could land just 5 clients at $500 per video, doing 2 videos a week, that's $5,000 a month. More than I made at Target. Friday night, I showed my dad the spreadsheet. He was in the garage organizing his tool bench. Classic dad activity. The fluorescent light was flickering, had been for weeks, and there was that smell of motor oil and sawdust. "What's this?" he said, barely glancing at my laptop screen. My plan. For the video editing thing, he wiped his hands on a rag. Looked at it for maybe 10 seconds. "You made a spreadsheet about a pipe dream. Great. It's not a pipe dream. People do this. People also become professional gamers. Should you do that too?" He went back to sorting wrenches by size. Conversation over. That feeling when your parent dismisses something you care about? It's not anger exactly. It's smaller. Like you're shrinking. I closed the laptop, went to my room, stared at the ceiling for an hour. But here's what happened next. And this is where things actually start moving. I applied anyway. Created an Upwork profile that Sunday. Spent 6 hours on it. Professional headshot. My mom took like 50 photos in the backyard. Portfolio with my best work. Detailed descriptions of what I could do. My hands were shaking when I hit submit on my first proposal. Some local restaurant needed a 30-second promotional video. Budget, $200, didn't hear back. Applied to 12 more over the next week, nothing. Then 20 more. One response. Thanks, but we went with someone else. My dad didn't ask how it was going. Didn't need to. I was still at Target, still in my childhood bedroom. The failure was obvious. September rolled into October. I'd sent maybe 150 proposals. Got 3 responses total. 2 rejections, 1 ghost. I was starting to think my dad was right. Maybe this was stupid. I had $847 in my bank account. Student loans breathing down my neck. Target was offering me full-time hours for holiday season. Then Tuesday, October 17th. I remember because it was my friend Jake's birthday and I was getting ready for his dinner thing. I got a notification. Someone accepted my proposal. A small skincare brand needed product videos. 5 products, $300 each. $500 total, I literally screamed. My mom came running upstairs thinking something was wrong. I got a client, I said. I was pacing. Could not stand still. She hugged me. That's wonderful, honey. Are you going to tell your dad? Not yet. I spent the next 2 weeks on those videos. We're talking 12-hour days. I'd come home from Target, eat whatever was in the fridge, then edit until 2 a.m. My eyes felt like sandpaper. My neck hurt from hunching over my desk. But I was so locked in, the client loved them. Posted them immediately. Then, here's the kicker, her business partner reached out. Wanted similar videos for their other brand. 8 products. $400 each. $3,200. I quit Target the next day, just walked into my manager's office, gave 2 weeks' notice. My hands were steady this time. My dad found out that weekend. I'd been keeping it quiet, but my mom mentioned it over Saturday breakfast. Eggs and toast, coffee getting cold. And he just looked at me. You quit your job to gamble on freelancing? I have clients, Dad. I'm making more than Target paid. For how long? What happens when they don't need you anymore? Valid question, honestly. I didn't have a great answer. I'll find more clients. He shook his head. Went back to his newspaper. That disappointed silence was worse than arguing. If you've ever tried to prove someone wrong while secretly terrified they might be right, you know that next month was brutal. November 2023, I was hustling harder than I'd ever hustled. Proposals every day. Following up on leads. Joining Facebook groups for small businesses. Cold DMing brands on Instagram. My success rate improved. Maybe 5% now. I landed a regular client. This guy who ran a supplement company. Needed 4 videos a month, $600 each. Guaranteed $2,400 monthly. That was my anchor, then another regular. A tech startup. 2 videos a month, $800 each. By December, I was making $5,000 a month. Not consistent yet. Some weeks feast, some famine, but the average was there. I moved out. Found a studio apartment 20 minutes from my parents. $950 a month. Cheap, kinda dingy, but mine. My dad helped me move. Didn't say much. Carried boxes, assembled my desk, left without ceremony. Good luck, he said. That was it. January 2024. I'm settling into this new rhythm. Wake up, gym, work until evening. No commute. No manager. Just me and my computer. The grind was real, but I was doing it. Making rent, eating real food, even saving a little. My client roster grew. I raised my rates to $750 per video in February. Nobody blinked. Raised them again in April to $1,000. Lost 2 clients, gained 4 new ones at the higher rate. By June, I'd had 1 month where I made $14,000. $14,000. In 1 month. From my apartment. In my sweatpants. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I'd worked for it, but seeing that number in my bank account? Surreal. June turned into July. I had a waiting list now. Brands reaching out to me. My Upwork profile had 50+ 5-star reviews. I was turning down projects that didn't fit my rate or timeline, and I still hadn't really talked to my dad about it. We'd see each other at family dinners, my mom's pot roast Sundays, and he'd ask how things were going in that polite, distant way. I'd say fine, and we'd move on, until August. Last month, Sunday, August 11th, 2024, I was at my parents' house. My mom was in the kitchen making her famous apple pie. My dad was outside grilling. Classic summer evening. The sun was setting. That golden light through the trees, crickets starting up. I was sitting on the porch, responding to emails on my phone. My dad came up, beer in hand. Sat down next to me. How's work? He asked. Good. Busy. Long pause. He sipped his beer. Your mom mentioned you're doing well. Yeah, it's been good. Another pause. This is how we communicate. Silences and half conversations. Can I ask? He stopped. Started again. How much are you actually making? If you don't mind. I looked at him. He wasn't being dismissive. He seemed genuinely curious. Maybe a little uncomfortable. Last month? Around $12,000. He blinked. A month? Yeah, doing video editing. From your apartment? Yeah. He stared at his beer. Didn't say anything for a solid 30 seconds. I could hear my mom humming in the kitchen, the grill hissing behind us. That's more than I made until I was 35, he finally said. I didn't know what to say. I'd spent 2 years imagining this moment, the vindication, the I told you so. But sitting there, it didn't feel how I expected. He just looked sad, not angry. Not dismissive, sad. Dad, I was wrong, he said. Cut me off, looked at me. When you said you wanted to do this, I thought you were being naive. I thought I was protecting you. But I was wrong. My throat got tight. This was the most vulnerable I'd ever seen him. You took a risk I was too afraid to take, he continued. Worked your ass off. Made it happen. And I didn't support you. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. Like actual tears. My dad noticed, looked away, giving me space, and we just sat there for a minute. Thanks, I managed. That means a lot. We sat there until my mom called us for dinner. Didn't talk about it again that night. Didn't need to. But here's the thing that really got me. 2 weeks later, I stopped by their house to drop off something for my mom. My dad was in his office, the spare bedroom where he keeps his engineering books and old work stuff. The door was open. He was on his computer, looking at YouTube tutorials about woodworking. Apparently, he'd always wanted to try making furniture. Never had time, he said, when he worked full-time. Thinking about retirement projects, he explained, a little embarrassed. You should sell them, I said. People buy custom furniture, he laughed. Who'd buy my stuff? Dad, have you seen Etsy? People make bank on there. He looked at me differently then. Like he was seeing something new? Maybe I'll look into it. I helped him set up an Etsy shop last week. Made him a simple logo. Took product photos of his first piece, a coffee table in cherry wood. Listed it for $600, it sold in 4 days. He called me, voice all excited. Someone bought it. In Maryland. They're paying for shipping and everything. That's awesome, Dad. I'm making another one this weekend. Think I could charge $700? I smiled. Definitely, so yeah. That's where we are now. I'm making around $15,000 a month. My dad's building furniture and actually enjoying retirement. My mom says he's in the garage every day working on orders. Last Sunday, we were back on the porch, same spot. He handed me a beer, first time he's done that, actually treating me like an adult, and said, "Thanks for not listening to me." I laughed. "Thanks for eventually listening to me." "Deal," he said. We clinked bottles. Looking back, I get why he reacted how he did. He grew up in a different world. Stability meant everything. The internet economy didn't exist. Freelancing was risky and rare. He was trying to protect me from what he thought was inevitable failure. But here's what I learned. Sometimes the people who doubt you aren't trying to hurt you. They're just scared for you, using their own fears as a measuring stick for your possibilities. My dad wasn't wrong to be cautious. He was wrong to let caution become certainty, to treat his experience as universal truth, and honestly, that 2-year gap between "you're wasting your time" and "I was wrong" taught me more than any quick validation would have. I had to prove it to myself first. Him coming around was just the bonus. These days, my dad sends me his product photos before listing them, asks my opinion on pricing. We talk about marketing strategies. He's even joking about going full-time with it. "Maybe I'll make more than you someday," he said last week. "I hope you do," I said. And I meant it, the video editing thing, still going strong. I'm raising my rates to $2,500 per video next month. Booked solid through December. Hired a part-time editor to handle overflow. Might need to hire another. That Target parking lot where I read that Reddit post about Amazon product videos. I drove by it yesterday. My car's AC works now. I can afford the repair. Small thing, but it hit different. I didn't stop to take a picture or anything dramatic. Just noticed it, smiled, kept driving. Sometimes proving people wrong isn't about rubbing it in. It's about showing up, doing the work, and letting the results speak. My first paycheck from freelancing was $300. Felt like $1 million. My most recent? $18,000 in 1 month. But honestly, that beer with my dad on the porch, him saying he was wrong, that moment was worth more than all of it. Anyway, I should probably get back to work. Got 3 videos due Friday. And my dad wants help photographing a dining table set he finished. Turns out we both found our thing. Just took him a little longer to see it. If you're working on something and people don't get it yet, especially people you care about, keep going. Not to prove them wrong. To prove yourself right, the validation feels better when it's earned. Trust me on that one.